Hi, I'm Ben Coleman. I'm an inventor, artist, and author of the Origami Bonsai book series. I'm honored to be a part of WRNI's Valentine's Day fundraiser this year. I've designed a beautiful sculpture with lots of imagery that will provide you with many years of enjoyment. I call this sculpture Only One. At first glance, it looks like it has only one flower, but upon closer inspection, you'll find it has an assembly of 5 flowers. 4 small crimson flowers form a half sphere on top of a much larger flower painted in creamy white. The large flower assembly at the top is called a double dip because it looks like 2 scoops of ice cream atop an ice cream cone. Some of the imagery of this sculpture is traditional. The small red crimson flowers represent love, and the large cream flower represents purity. I like to think of the thorns as a symbol of the power of a relationship between 2 people. The leaf-covered spiraling stem makes me think of a loving and protecting embrace, and the double-dip flower reminds me of the complexity of any relationship between 2 people. The next segment of this video describes how the sculpture was made. Following that segment, there's a short segment on unpacking and hanging your sculpture, along with some decorating ideas. The stems of the sculpture are made from newspaper. I cut the paper and then roll it in the liquid. The stems are then attached to molds and allowed to dry for a day or 2. The stems are then assembled and painted. Notice their natural taper and complex color. The stems have little branchlets for the leaves and tiny thorns that are yellowish brown in color. I cut paper into sheets that represent 8 leaves and individual squares for flowers. The next step is to paint each flower with a shading pattern. Leaves are painted with a natural-looking green color with a glossy finish, just like real plants. Flowers are painted with a less glossy finish, so their color complexity will be apparent. Once the paint is dry, I fold the leaves and flowers into shape. Here you can see finished leaves and flowers that will produce 8 sculptures. I combined 4 crimson and 1 cream flower to create the double dip flower assembly. Pots are made by cutting and then painting little paper cups. I assemble the sculptures with glue and add some pebbles to the pot. I complete the sculpture by signing, dating, and numbering it.
Hi, I'm Suzanne, and I'm going to show you how to unpack and hang your sculpture. When it arrives, it'll be in a box similar to this. Remove the tape from the box's top and set aside the envelope. Notice that the sculpture is attached to the box by 2 twist ties. Put the box on a flat surface with the open side facing down. Next, untwist or cut the twist ties and push them through the holes. You should hear the sculpture fall against the flat surface.
Lift the box.
It's important that you don't try to lift the sculpture out of the box, as you may damage the stems. So if your sculpture does not drop out of the box, turn the box back over and make sure that you've pushed the twist ties all the way through. Inside the envelope, you'll find an Origami Bonsai instant flower, 2 sticky pads, and a wall hook. Separate the sticky pads and attach one to the wall hook. Notice that one side of the sticky pad says wall and the other side has red text on it. Attach the side with red text to the wall hook. You can use the second sticky pad if you make a mistake with the first or if you decide to move your sculpture later. You can mount the sculpture on any vertical flat surface. Don't limit yourself to walls. The sculpture can also be mounted on mirrors or glass-covered framed art. A fun option is to hang the sculpture on top of your wedding picture. Hold the sculpture against the picture and look at the built-in wall hook. Find a reference point, both vertically and horizontally. In my example, I'm using the couple's eyes for my vertical reference point, and my horizontal point is just inside the matting. Remove the backing on the hook and press lightly to attach it to the surface. Now hang the sculpture, and you're done. To remove the hook, pull the tab parallel to the surface.
Thank you for supporting WRNI, Rhode Island's only NPR news station. We're rolling.
Put the box on a flat surface with the open side facing down. Next, untwist or cut the ties on the back of the box and push them through the holes. You should hear the sculpture fall against the flat surface. What is this?
That's the do-it-yourself kit.